If you make decent money, have a degree, and still feel financially behind, let me say something uncomfortable. It's not because you're bad with money. Because if money were only math, smart people wouldn't feel this stuck. But many of them do. They earn $70,000, $90,000, even six figures. They look stable, they look successful, and quietly, they still live paycheck to paycheck. Not because they're irresponsible, but because chronic financial pressure silently reduces your cognitive bandwidth. And when bandwidth drops, decision quality drops with it. And once decision quality drops, you start making choices that keep you trapped. That's the silent gap. And if we haven't met yet, I'm Vera. And here at Vera Wealth, we don't just talk about money. We talk about how your mind handles money. Because most financial advice tells you what to do. Very few explain why you struggle to do it. And that difference matters. Meet a 29-year-old analyst in Chicago. He makes $85,000 a year. On paper, he's doing well. Good job, good resume, stable income. But after rent, student loans, insurance, groceries, and basic lifestyle costs, his margin is thin. He isn't broke, but he isn't breathing either. That space, where you're stable but not secure, is where cognitive strain begins. For many young professionals in the US, financial stress doesn't look dramatic. You're employed, you function, you pay your bills. From the outside, everything seems fine. But internally, there's a constant calculation running. Rent increases, loans that linger, groceries that cost more than last year, subscriptions you forgot about, unexpected charges. You wake up thinking about expenses. You fall asleep doing mental math, not in panic, but in low-grade tension. Your brain treats financial uncertainty as a survival signal. When your margin feels thin, your nervous system activates. Your brain shifts into preparation mode, and preparation consumes bandwidth. That quiet exhaustion, that's cognitive load, and cognitive load changes how you think. When financial pressure becomes consistent, your brain shifts into scarcity mode. Scarcity narrows attention. You stop thinking about 5 years from now. You start thinking about Friday, the next bill, the next paycheck. Psychologists call this tunneling. Tunneling helps in emergencies. If your car breaks down, you focus on fixing the car. But when tunneling becomes chronic, long-term strategy fades. Think about the last time you opened your banking app. You weren't thinking about portfolio allocation. You were thinking, can I make it to the end of the month? That shift, from growth to survival, isn't laziness. It's neurological prioritization. And the longer you stay there, the harder it becomes to zoom out. Here's where the trap tightens. Financial pressure doesn't just reduce savings, it reduces decision quality. Executive function, the part of your brain responsible for planning and self-control, declines under sustained stress. And when executive function declines, you don't make dramatic mistakes. You make small compromises. You delay investing. You ignore the credit card statement. You choose convenience over optimization. You tell yourself, I'll deal with it later. Later becomes next month. Next month becomes next year. Under strain, relief beats strategy. That's decision fatigue. And decision fatigue makes capable people perform below capacity. And if this is already changing how you see your finances, consider subscribing. Because here at Vera Wealth, we focus on clarity over hype. No get rich quick, just smarter thinking. Over time, a pattern forms. Financial pressure increases mental load. Mental load reduces decision quality. Reduced decision quality increases financial pressure. And the loop repeats, quietly. You don't wake up feeling incompetent, you wake up feeling slightly behind, then slightly more behind, until behind becomes identity. You stop saying, I'm building, and start thinking, maybe I'm just bad with money. That belief is the most dangerous part, because identity shapes behavior, and behavior shapes outcomes. The issue isn't intelligence, it's sustained cognitive strain. You don't break this loop with motivation. You break it by redesigning your environment. Instead of fighting your impulses, reduce the number of decisions your brain has to carry. This is the bandwidth protocol. The goal: move your finances from the active layer to the silent layer. The active layer is where you constantly decide. The silent layer is where decisions run automatically, without draining attention. Rule 1. One-touch automation. Automate one recurring financial decision so completely that your brain loses read access to it. If you don't have to decide to save, you don't spend energy resisting spending. Rule 2. The 24-hour buffer. Create friction before non-essential purchases. This isn't about restriction. It's about protecting your brain from urgency spikes that trigger tunneling. Rule 3. The 20-minute window. Stop checking your banking app randomly during the week. Batch financial stress into one controlled review session. Structure reduces strain. Reduced strain restores clarity. Clarity restores strategy. The real cost of living paycheck to paycheck isn't just financial, it's cognitive. But once strain reduces, strategy returns. You begin thinking beyond Friday, beyond the next bill, beyond survival. And when strategy returns, confidence follows. Confidence isn't about income, it's about clarity. You're not bad with money, you've been operating under pressure. The moment you understand the mechanism, you stop blaming yourself. And when blame decreases, capacity increases. When capacity increases, control increases. And when control increases, trajectory changes. Because the real upgrade isn't your income, it's your clarity. And clarity compounds. If this shifted your perspective, subscribe and join the Vera Wealth family. Because better financial decisions don't start with motivation, they start with understanding your mind. And once you think clearly, you move differently. That's Vera Wealth.